Go. Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Nunhead, not Nunhead. Welcome to Lewis Schaffer Uncooked. Uncooked. Hi, Joodles. Hi, Carrie Macca, Kinsey, Lorna. Hello, everybody, for coming in. Good to see you. Claire, beautiful Carrie Mack. Zingo was her name. Oh, thank you, beautiful Zingo. David B. Welcome to the show. We're starting. I got an interesting show. I got a special guest coming in. I shouldn't say, but I got a special guest coming. I mean, it's not probably not special to you, but special to me. It's a guest. We have a guest coming in, but I didn't want to start the show with a guest. Well, yes, yes. Can you? Yes, 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 yes. I always forget about this microphone thing. I always forget about it. MC Scott is here. So a big round of applause for MC Scott, an avocado man. Hello, my old china plate. Is that what I am? I'm like an old china plate. Anyway, so thank you for coming into the show. It's like 5 o'clock right now. I'm a bit tired. I went out and about, had a very good day because I went out and I picked up rubbish. The world's a bit cleaner. It's cleaner since I've started to go around all over picking up rubbish. But a couple of people were pulling out of their parking space and they said, Lewis Schaffer said, we love you. And it was really nice of them to say that. They say, I'm their favorite on GB News. So that was really, really nice of them to say that I'm their favorite on GB News. Let me just wipe this off. Oh, how was that? How was that? Let me turn the light on. which is really important to me. Why is it important to me? Because I'm the neediest guy. I mean, a lot of people can see how needy I am. Hi, Joe. How are you, Joe? I got to read Joe's thing. Okay. Volume. Can you hear me, everybody? Can you hear me? We're going to have some mugs made. Lucy Ann says she's making mugs. I've got to take a picture. I don't want to do anything. 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 But we're going to have a mug. You're going to be able to buy a mug. I don't know how much it's going to be. I don't even know if we need mugs. What do we need? Let's think of something we can send out that's easy for us to make and that can make a little bit of money for. I'm doing all right. I'm not doing badly. Anyway, so we have a special guest. Did I mention that? A special guest is coming in. I'm not going to say, I don't know. Maybe I should say who's going to come in, but it's going to be different. I didn't want him to come in so early because that's just too early. It's just too early. He's got to sit here for like 2 hours and do what I'm doing, reading all this stuff. I don't mind it. I actually like it. This is what I like to do, but maybe you don't. Zingo is famous. Famous, yeah. Thank you, Claire. As usual, Claire comes in with some really nice comment about me. Thank you, Claire. The sound is fine now, says Kinsey. She's like the backup. Not backup. That's not the right word. You're the support. You're the main person. Kinsey is the main person. So, and we got MC Scott, who used to come in a lot, but you're welcome back. Welcome back. That's why we don't need to say, where is so-and-so? Where is so-and-so? Because people will come in and go when they want to. No, not Cressida. Not Pashachi. No, Zingo. No, not Paul. Not my Paul or Paul Cox. I mean, I should just get on this thing and make sure tons and tons of people come in. I don't want tons of people. I had to clean the house before the show started. I had to clean it. There's an image of me back there. Let's get this thing over here. Where is this thing? Where is this thing here? Like that. Avocado Man is here to separate the saints from the sinners. Okay. Can I be a saint? John Loins, Lewis Schaffer, Uncooked, fridge magnets. Okay, what about fridge magnets? I don't know if she's listening to this. Fridge magnets. She was fridge magnets. Could do that. It's a woman if you clean the house. No, it's not a woman. I don't even know why I'm saying this. You're going to go, Anyway, yes to the fringe. Yes. But the slogans, Lewis Schaffer slogan, Team World, were the ones I had. Whatever this one is, good news. And this is the other thing. I'm wearing a short sleeved button shirt. I own two of them. Yesterday was my, what is on this one? I don't even know what's on this one. Yesterday was the lemon shirt. I own two shirts. It's been so hot and so humid. It's been so hot. Did you go out cleaning around your estate? Actually, yeah, I left the house and I walked into East Dulwich. And I cleaned up East Dulwich. And there's a couple of streets that are not that clean. People, we all should clean our streets. Let's show the world that we've got really clean streets. It's very soothing because I have to bend down. I've been told by a number of people to do squats. I don't know if I like this chat box here. Do you like the chat box here? Do you like that chat box? I'm not sure that that's needed because we got the chat box on the side. Claire would love a fridge magnet. Yeah, she's a fridge magnet kind of girl. Good news is a classic Lewis. Yeah, well, you have to say good news because the world is just filled with bad news. You don't need to squat. We have toilets in the West. Thank you, Maltese Phil. We do have toilets in the West, but actually probably non-sitting toilets are probably better than sitting toilets. What do you think about that, Maltese Phil? You bumped into Boris Johnson as he was cycling around. You remember Boris Johnson? He used to get on his bicycle like a block before he went to the office. What a fraud. Was it a fraud? Or did everyone see that? He's very Jewishy looking. Joodles, Kinsey, yes. Yes to the chat box for people who can't watch live. It makes much easier for them to follow. Okay. Is that true? I did not know that to be true. I'll put the chat box back up. Where is that? How come it's not there? Chat box. Hide, unhide. Rubbish. Open source. There it is. It's back. The chat box is back. So Claire agrees with Joodles. Kinsey's here. He looks very Jewish, but he's not Jewish. I didn't say that, but could be. I didn't say that. Medical cannabis. Do you believe in medical cannabis, or is that just an excuse for just smoking a lot of pot? What do we call it? We call it cannabis in this country. I would have called it pot. I don't believe in it. I don't know. You know, I've started to do the vaping, a little bit of vaping, but not a lot of vaping, because I don't want my son. No, Kerry, no. It aids me greatly. Yeah, probably it does. How old are you? I think if you're older, And he loves vaping. Yeah, it's a drug world. I mean, vaping is nicotine, right? Isn't that what it is? It's nicotine. So you love it. Yeah. So Mary Ann comes in from Peekskill representing the USA. Hello, Claire, Kinsey, and Kerry. Good to see you. You're 52. Yeah, I think you should be able to do that if you're 52. If you're 52. If you're 22, I would say stay away from it, basically. My favorite Jew is Amadeo Modigliani. Was he really? He was the great... I didn't realize he was Jewish. Let me just Google that. That's quite interesting. Can I Google that, Avocado Man? He came from... he was an artist. I think... Was he from... hold on a second. Don't go anywhere. Was he... I think he was from Switzerland. Let's just close this thing. I don't even know why this thing is open. I've got this thing open. This doesn't need to be open. But let's go see this. Let's go here. That's not it, no. Italian painter, but he was living like in Switzerland. Oh yeah, he was brilliant. Oh my God, look at how young he was when he died. He was born in Livorno, Italy in 1884, and he died in 1920. That's 36 years old. Oh, that's like a bit of a tragedy. I didn't realize somebody... I hope you didn't see any of that. Maybe you did see it. I can see, yeah, but you're not supposed to know that I've got a girlfriend. Who's my girlfriend? Who did it say my girlfriend was? Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. Anyway, so hello everybody. Kerry Mack is here. Kinsey is here. My messages are showing. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you very much for saying that. Thank you for telling me that. You can send me a message. Thank you. This is like a chimps tea party. Stuart! We have not seen Stuart in quite a while, so a round of applause for Stuart. I'm sorry, everybody. What can I say? I'm sorry. Is this it? Maybe this is what it is. I'm afraid to press a button. Then you're going to know too much about me. You're going to know. What are you going to know about me? You people already know too much about me. I'm too much in the room. Ian Higgs is here. Lorna's here. Zingo is here. Patrick Christie. It would be great if Patrick was here. It's okay, Lewis. I'll be more worried about weirdos seeing your private stuff is all. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe. I mean, I lost my bus pass last night. What are we talking about? Hold on a second. What are we talking about? Someone sent me a message. She wants me to delete everything. Okay. All right. So there we go. Nigel Farage. No, it's not Nigel Farage. Stop talking and do what? Yes, the Kinsey is saying you're not weirdos. Of course you're weirdos. We're all weirdo. I mean, I don't know if you guys don't seem like you're that weird to me. But then again, do I seem weird to you? Yeah, I lost my bus. I've got the free bus pass because I'm so old. And that in the middle of the night, last night, I thought to myself, oh my God, I probably lost my debit card. Debit card. Debit card. Yeah. And I couldn't sleep. And then I thought, oh, I better just go back to sleep. And then I woke up this morning and found my debit card as my wallet. But I can't find my, that's what I have to find. I've got to find my Freedom Pass. I think that's what it's called. My Freedom Pass. Because I'm old. I'm old. I'm old. Hold on. Let me just see what's going on here. What the message is. What the message is. Stop talking. Okay. What do you mean by delete that? I've been told to delete the whole chat right now. What do you mean by delete the whole chat? The whole chat on the side here, or the whole chat in my I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay. No, Lewis. Find the bus pass. I've got to find the bus pass. I've got to find it. You know what? I'm thinking if I have a free bus pass, I could take a bus pretty much anywhere in the entire country and visit people. And that would save me a fortune. I went down to a certain place. It cost me like 20 pounds on the bus. And I could have taken a couple of out of the bus. I took a train, and I could have taken a bus and maybe taken 4 hours to get there. And then I probably wouldn't have come back to this. So I can't do that. No, I can't do that. Someone's being paranoid. Yeah, she is. Is she paranoid? Or is she just concerned? Or she cares? Are you being paranoid? What did we see? Tell me what you don't tell me what you saw. Let's keep that only for ourselves. Mark Therosian is here, and he says hello to Claire and Ian, and a special hello to you, Kerry. And Stuart. Big round of applause for Stuart for coming back here. Alex, great. This is really good. JD Vance. No, I wish JD Vance. That would be amazing to have JD Vance coming here. I've been at war with this guy called Neil Stone, who's a doctor, supposedly. And I called him a twerp. I shouldn't have called him a twerp. And I said he was lying, and I shouldn't have said he was lying. Because people believe all this stuff about COVID stuff. Who is fake news? Who are you, fake news? Anyways, Gary Glitter, your guest. Oh, yeah, would I like Gary Glitter as my guest? I don't know. I'm not a brave guy. You got to remember this about me. Would you want to see Gary Glitter on this thing? I don't know. Russ was not here yesterday, Lorna. Right, and you missed him. You missed him. I missed him too. I missed the two of you getting on together. I don't mean getting on that way. I just mean getting on. Anyway, so who is fake news? Where are you from, fake news? Where are you? Where are you from? We've got 33 people already. Yesterday was so hot. I think it feels hotter today. Does it feel more humid today, producer? I think it feels more humid today. That's the question. Lorna. And Ruben is here. So we got all my favorites. Anybody who comes is my favorite, but most of you are my favorite. I don't have some of the people. I'm just watching reticently. That's not the right word. I'm watching reticently. So what do we do? How do I do? If I go back to here, why is this thing on twice? This thing comes on twice. Why is this on twice? Been massive thunder and pissing down in Portsmouth. Not sunny at all. No, it's been amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Joe, for the weather forecast. I'm here. I was getting the short ribs on. I'm here. I was getting the short ribs on. I don't know what that means. What does that mean, the short ribs? I don't know what that means. The squirrel, Lorna, not Lewis's privates. I don't know. 26 are here today. Yes, more humid. How could we be inside? I don't know. I mean, I went out and I went for a walk in Peckham. I go into Peckham Rye Park. I shouldn't be saying where I am, but I walk in Peckham Rye Park, and I pick up the stuff, and then I eat the fruit from the trees that are still here. It's on the way. I'm going to see the Tina Turner musical tomorrow. Has anyone seen it? Probably. Yeah, this is an audience of people who like we spoke about the Tina Turner musical. Ruben, I once saw a nasty looking slug type penis in the sea at Bridlington, off-putting. It put me off Welks. Okay. Mark the Rosie and Lewis, I think you're looking a little bit tired today. I didn't get to sleep last night. I slept for about 4 hours, then I woke up, and then I went back to sleep around 7, and so I slept for 3 hours. So maybe I slept for about 6 hours. I'm simply the best. Yes, simply. I'm not that simple, but maybe I'm the best. Is it Cressida I'm going to fate? No, it's not Cressida. It's not Cressida. I have to call people up to get them to do things. I don't. I mean, I guess I'm going to have to. That picture of Lewis, son Lewis, looks a little creepy. Yeah. Yeah, it does look a bit creepy. Very dark and ominous. That's what I'd like to be. I'd like to be dark and ominous. Maltese Phil says, joke, American journalist ask a random UK person, what's it like living in the UK? Can't complain, replied the person. That's nice. If I complain, I go to jail. Oh, that's like an old Soviet Union joke, Maltese Phil. Yeah, that's what's happened to Britain. That's what's happened to Britain. It's really sad. You think people, one thing that British people have is being able to complain. They can't complain anymore. That's why the left is so bad. It's very humid here in the southeast. I met an old friend, Elizabeth Swallocks. I think that's a joke. Stuart, you're somebody we know. Oh my God, Kinsey, I didn't notice you said what you said. What did you say? I once met a praying mantis, but I prefer the non-religious one, says Avocado Man. Okay. Joe says, Lewis, I mentioned the weather as you did. I wouldn't normally mention it, that it's not what us UK guys are obsessed with. Yeah, we are obsessed with the weather, but I mean, the weather has been, I mean, when it reaches 90 degrees or whatever the degree is, 29 or 33 degrees, that's quite warm for the country. It's unusual. And is it global warming? I don't think so, but it is unusual. The picture behind looks like my mother. Does it really? Jane Burke is here. Hello, Jane. Thank you for coming. Jane is laughing. What are you laughing at, Jane? Tell us what you're laughing at. That's why we come to this stream, so we can say what we want. Yeah, well, as far as I know, you can say what you want until they come knocking on the door. The government are selling the dinghies back to sodding France. I wouldn't put it past me. That they, that's their plan. Just to remind the French how expensive those boats are. There are rumors apparently around Westminster that Starmer's considering resigning. Fingers crossed, everyone. No, because the next guy will be just as bad, Ruben. Come on, let's get real. Beef short ribs on the cooker fraternized music. I thought, as a New Yorker, you'd be familiar with them. No, you know what? We had ribs yesterday. Did we not? We had ribs. I went to the Chinese place, bought ribs, 5 big fat ribs for £7. Is that expensive? I can't tell. It doesn't strike me as being too expensive. I brought home 2, and we split it 3 ways. And because, the other son is here. Was your mother a man, Zingo? Does that picture make me look like a man? It's quite realistic, though. We need a general election. Unfortunately, there aren't that many general elections in the country because they don't trust you, the people, to make a decision. It's not like America. America has general elections every 2 years. Every 2 years is the Congress, and and then they divide the Senate races. Am I right? Okay. Did you see the super dinghy? Oh, look who's here. Look who's here. Our guest is here. I told him to come late, and he's 5 minutes early. There you go.
Hello.
There you go.
Oh,
come
wow,
right in.
Starting.
We're starting here. Oh, you brought my energy up. Could I ask a favor? From the producer?
What?
To make Adam Coumas. Let's get a look at Adam Coumas over there. There's Adam. There's Adam Coumas. There he is.
Hello.
I said you look Jewish, but you're not Jewish.
No. So,
He's not, but he looks Jewish.
Yeah.
He's a Cypriot.
yes, that's right.
Is that on both sides of the family?
No, one side.
And what's the other side?
Pakistani.
Pakistani. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I've said such bad things about the Pakistan. Have I said bad things?
I don't think so.
I don't think I have. No.
No.
I don't divide any of the Muslims. They're all bad. They're all bad. Is your mother Pakistani?
Yes. Yeah.
Your mother is, so she's dark and beautiful then.
She's actually quite fair skinned, to be honest.
Is she really? Does she have a lot of Englishy blood?
English, I'd say, English speaking, English nationality.
Right.
Very British. Yeah. So I'm sort of a second gen or 2.5 gen, I think it is.
Second gen.
Yeah.
Second gen. I'm taking the screen so you can be in the screen here.
Hello.
There we
Hello,
go.
everyone is saying hello.
There we go. Did you think it was going to look like this? Did you?
Yes, because I checked it out on YouTube. I did some homework.
You did some homework.
What I didn't expect was for it to have already started and me just to come in and just sort of straight away. But I like this. This is like no prep, just come straight in.
Yeah. Well, what I did was I thought if you came at 4:30, we'd have like a half an hour of trouble. Worry, not trouble.
With our history.
Not with our history. Because you're the only one who not who I'm nice to. You're nice to me.
Oh.
You're nice to me.
Someone has to.
Someone has to. Come a bit closer. Maybe we can come closer. Let me get on the same. Let me get a bit lower.
How's your day been?
It's been all right. I went to the park. I pick up rubbish because I've got nothing else to do.
I saw you did that on Twitter.
Yeah.
I saw you did that, and I really like that.
I do that every day.
Yeah, I really like it. And the only thing that sort of...
I'm glad, because that's why I do it.
That was my only reservation. I was like, would he be doing it if there wasn't any photo opportunities, though?
Well, what do you think? What does the producer... Have you met Adam? Have you met Adam?
Why are you talking to me?
Because you're...
I love how your son has no interest.
I said every single time, stop talking to me while you're streaming.
It's like, really?
I don't.
Yeah.
No.
He loves you, really.
You don't know. You can't be sure about that. He spent a lot of time with his mother.
That's nice.
And his mother lied to him about me.
Oh.
We could talk.
Stop saying bad things about mum.
Yeah.
He gets really angry.
Oh, yeah. Well,
He gets really angry.
I'm
Was that something about mum? Was that something? Or was that negative? Anyway, would I do it if I...
If there was no photo, you know, like when you see on YouTube
Yeah.
and you see people giving money to the homeless, and it's like they also then turn to
cringy.
like,
It's cringy.
I think I know the answer.
Yeah.
And the answer would be no. I don't. The answer would be yes. I think you would do it anyway.
That's true. I've done it before there was social media.
I really. It's one of the things I hate most of when I see people litter. I live in Croydon, West Croydon.
Yeah,
and
West
there's
Croydon.
a lot of litter. Like everyone there just litters, and it's a culture issue.
It's a culture issue.
I think. Do you know in Japan supposedly there's no litter. Nobody litters.
And there's no bins either.
And there's no bins because they're just told if you've got rubbish,
you take it home with you.
and you put it in the bin there. Yeah.
Yeah, you find a place to keep it in. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be eating when you're walking around. I think that's another Japanese thing. I mean, it's Japan is changing. Kerry says Columbus is rude sometimes. So what I've been doing...
Fuck these fucking people.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Could you make...
You don't have to read that out either.
Why not? Because they're on my side. Could you make Adam Coumas a cup of tea?
No, it's right. I'm actually fine.
Would you do that for me?
No.
Sure. He says yes. He's a lovely boy.
Do you want a cup of tea?
Cup of tea.
Actually okay.
No, you want a cup of tea? No, he's going to get you a cup of tea.
No, it's okay. I might later on. I might get like a glass of water.
A glass of water. Could you get him a glass of water? Nice. We've got cold water.
Actually, do you know what, Columbus?
Yeah.
You don't need. I think I've actually.
Maybe
got
take
some
your
here.
shoes off.
I've actually got some. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Take your shoes off. Make yourself at home.
Very rude of me for not taking off. You know your door's wide open. It was so bizarre.
Is the whatchamacallit?
No, both wide open. How do you think I got in?
I don't know because
I hope nobody knows where you live. I mean, I know everyone here is friends, but I hope nobody knows where you live because you're just straight. I know it's very hot.
Don't say that. Listen, people are listening to this. They're listening to this.
I just walked into your home.
Yes.
And you were both sitting down, engrossed on the computer. And I had to just be like, "Hello."
Yeah. Can you pour it?
No. Thank you so much, Columbus. I appreciate it, buddy.
He's a lovely child. We're on Lewis's side, says Kerry. That's right. That's the way it should be. Yeah. No. Is the door closed up there? Is it closed? No. Maybe we should close it. We've just told people they can march into the house.
Yeah. Well, as long as you don't share the address, it doesn't matter, does it?
Oh, it's got you
They'll
there.
be able to find it. People
Got you
can
there.
find. People can find anything nowadays. Here, put the. Here, wait a second. Where is that thing? Here we go. Put it on this
So
thing.
rude. I've walked in,
Yeah.
didn't take my shoes off.
Didn't
put
take
the
your shoes.
toaster down.
It's not
Goodness
rude.
gracious.
I'm glad you came. I wasn't expecting you at this minute, but I told everybody you're here, but I didn't say who it was. I didn't want to didn't want to disappoint. They're hoping that Cressida.
Cressida's she's probably busier.
She is busier.
She's probably got better things going on.
Yeah.
Not that this isn't high.
This is
Yeah.
You've got a car. You drove here, right?
I do have a car.
Did you drive here or no?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Doesn't Cressida have a car?
I don't know. She's got a boyfriend still. I hope she's still. I haven't spoken to her
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
She's got a boyfriend who drives her around, who doesn't let her out of the house. Doesn't let her out of the house.
So this is lovely. People
So
have
this is
got
the thing.
questions and
They
stuff.
all got questions, but then they're all nice. They're lovely. I don't know if they're lovely people. I try not
Can
to.
Adam show us his knee? What's
because
that
because I
reference
put my knee up like this, and the
Oh.
people like the knee. They like the knee.
to? Yeah, no, I've got jeans on actually.
Yeah.
So it's nothing.
Well, you didn't think it was going to be hot today?
No, it was. I've been wearing shorts all day, but
Yeah.
I've decided for the live stream to dress up.
Yeah.
And also, I'm gigging later on this evening, so
Are you
I didn't
really?
want to. I can't wear shorts on stage. I think that undercuts any sort of authority you have.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
You have to watch.
I don't think I've ever worn shorts on stage.
because you lose any authority. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
that's
mean,
the-
so you're not. I mean, professional guy makes money. Lewis Schaffer. Do I make anybody? I don't make anybody.
Lewis makes the most. When we were all on headliners,
Yeah.
Lewis would make the most amount of money, and we were all really jealous. I remember that.
That is not true.
That is 100% true. Lewis would make
How-
the most amount of money.
How? Because I was on the show often.
You were getting paid crazy amounts per show.
Yeah, crazy.
In fact, do you remember when they fired everyone? They sort of said that one of the main reasons was your salary alone
Yeah.
was tanking. Was just the GB News was barely able to keep afloat.
Can I just say this to you, Adam Coumas? is that Adam Coumas is lying, obviously, and you got to be careful with these people.
I'm bigging you up. I'm bigging you up.
No, I've told them how little money I have. I've told them that they know how little money I have.
It wasn't that much.
I was making more money, and then Josh basically decided he didn't think that I was funny and good for the show.
You have, I think, out of all the fans, you definitely had the most polarizing. People either loved you or hated you, but like the people who loved you were on your side, 100%.
And is that wrong?
Now I think that's the way to be. As any sort of artist.
Yes,
performer.
right. We're
Yeah.
artists. We want to be loved by people, and if the people don't like us, let there be a reason.
I think you're in the better position of having even if it's like 40% people absolutely die, loving you, rather than having 100% being like indifferent.
But I never heard any negativity towards me.
No, we never shared the comments with you.
You didn't share. Is that true?
No, I'm joking.
Is that true?
I'm joking.
You know what? You got to be careful, Adam.
I've been
You've got to be
performance mode.
careful.
Yeah.
I'm super sensitive. I'm going to start crying. We've been doing okay here. We basically have 40 people who come in every single show.
That's amazing.
Every single show. Some people don't come in every single show, like MC Scott. He hasn't been in a while, or let's see who else hasn't come in every single show.
I love some of these questions. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Well, what are the questions? We can answer the question. Do you like Josh Howie, Adam?
I do like Josh. I understand why a lot of people don't. Josh, he can be very rough around the edges. I've never had the personal same interactions you had with him.
Yeah.
If I had the same interactions that you did, I probably wouldn't be a big fan.
No.
We've always been
that's
very
not
civil,
it.
very polite.
That's not reason for disliking him. The reason you dislike him is he tanked our show.
I think there's I mean, but I don't know. I think
Should we be discussing this? I don't think we should be discussing
I don't think. I think the reason why the show cancelled is, let's be honest, the whole news channels having budget cuts everywhere. So
So you think it's just like budget cuts? It's like with the way they're cutting the late night shows in America.
That's right. They're not giving people extra. They're not giving
can't
Ben
waste-
Leo or Patrick Christie, great guys,
Yeah.
any extra money for going for an extra hour.
They're not.
No, not from what I heard. No.
Right.
They're just saying we won't drop your fee if you do this extra hour.
But they would have kept the show if people were like really, really, really listening to the show. But it got really draggy for the past year.
And I think you could agree as well, because I only came for the last part of it. They started removing creative freedoms, things you could do, things you couldn't say. They moved us over to the bigger table where everything was too spread apart.
Yes, very bad, really bad.
And even the booking, the variety, part of the excitement was you'd get different people every night, a different host, and then
he took over 4 nights a week.
Well, that was actually not 100% Josh's decision.
That's bull.
Well, from what I heard.
Of course, what do you think? Do you think he said no? This is not the right thing to do. Come on, let's be honest.
Okay, well that's maybe we'll less.
Yeah.
Disagree on that,
Well,
but
what
yeah.
do you think? And then Alan Williams says that. Who said?
What am I doing now?
Lorna says Josh looks a twat with his shaven head.
I think he made him look younger. With the shaven head. What am I doing now by Zingo? Still just gigging, actually, Zingo. So I'm a comedian by trade. That's my full-time job, what I do.
Yeah.
So I'm just gigging all around. I'm at a Top Secret tonight after Lewis's live stream. So, you know, don't go.
Where are you going to go? Where are you?
Top Secret Comedy Club.
Top Secret.
Drury Lane.
Drury
Yes.
Lane. So head over there. That's really good. This is like a real professional show. And these people won't go because most of them are not. There's very few.
That's okay.
Maybe Ruben is the only one who could go, but the rest of them, they're all outskirt, you know, in Britain. But the point I want to make is this: is that of course he wanted to take over. That's what Josh says. He's Machiavellian.
I think everyone given more would like more stage time. I think, but like
that's what we want as comedians.
So I think hosting was probably at least, even though I never did it, I'd assume that's probably the least fun. You're better off as a panelist. That's more creatively fun. Isn't it?
But he didn't even know what he needed to do to be a good host. Andrew Doyle was a great host. Why was he a great host?
Well, because Andrew was. I always think, and I know we'll move on, but I think personally, I think Andrew. You know, enjoyed sort of like being quite level-headed and not taking strong opinions and letting people talk. Josh was more about the funny angle. And I think, you don't think so? Okay.
No.
I like Josh.
I know you like Josh, but that's not what it was. Andrew knew that he was the host, and I'm on the show with you, Adam. We argue with each other, and then he goes, you know, Lewis, you're wrong. I take that aside.
right.
That's what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
But Josh wanted the show to be. I don't even want to discuss it anymore. It's just, I mean, I've been listening to myself discuss it. No one wants it. No one wants this. They don't want. I mean, do they want that?
So how often do you do this show then? Is it
every single day? This is 64.
Every single day.
64 straight days. We've done it.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is that's quite time taking, I guess.
It's like 2 hours. 2 hours a day. It is a lot of time. And I go out walking beforehand. I go walking afterwards. I should pay more attention. You know.
Okay.
Joodles, who's a girl, very pretty girl. They're all very pretty girls. In my eyes.
Okay.
Very pretty.
Great. You just undercut it then by saying they're all very pretty in my eyes.
Well, because I don't really know how beautiful Joodles is. Right. I don't know.
Is Joodles someone who's here?
She's right there. Can you see her thing there? She says, so Joodles says, I had an interesting exchange with Josh recently after he let that bloke in a dress talk all over the other guest on FSN. Did you see that?
No, this is a recent episode.
There was a guy. She's a TERF. As I am a TERF. I guess you could call me a TERF, right? I'm a TERF. Apparently, that was planned. It was chaos.
And he'd lost control.
Oh, who planned that, Joodles?
And who was the person he was talking to?
So he was talking to somebody, and you got a bit upset. I've got cataracts. Why do I have cataracts? My eyes are pretty good. I've been tested that way.
Well, because you've been doing that. Is it carnivore for
yes?
For how long?
For over 6 years.
Over 6 years.
Yeah, carnivore.
And the thing about it, like the thing I like about you being on carnivore is that you never mention it. Like you just sort of keep it quiet. You're not like one of those annoying vegans who always talks about how specific their diet is.
Yeah.
Post over there. You're always just very private. I always appreciate that. No. And nobody knows. Nobody knows this, but Lewis actually has a very restrictive diet, and he never talks about it, which I value.
No. The point is, the producer, my son over there. He says that I'm like obsessed with diet and eating. So, I mean, obviously.
Well, you saw a difference in your drop in weight.
Yes, and I've lost 3 kilograms.
Yeah, so and that was nothing medical related as well. I mean, you didn't get checked by a doctor, but it was nothing serious. You know,
I've been to the doctor relentlessly.
Yes, but that's for a different reason.
So Joodles comes back and says, I can't remember which bloke in a dress. Well, she's from Northern Ireland. You know those Northern Ireland?
I know Northern Ireland. Love Northern
Yeah,
Ireland.
well, why did you go like this? Because that's what they are. They're about to punch you in the head. That's what this.
No, I like the. I went to Belfast, and I know that people don't like it when you say you went to their country and you just named the capital. Yeah. But I liked Belfast. I like the Titanic Museum. It's quite
supposedly it's one of the best museums ever.
I liked it as a big fan.
Did it cost money to get in?
Of course it did. It was a good museum. I think it was like 25 quid.
That much money.
I think so. It was worth it though.
That much money.
Yeah.
So Joodles, let me just read what Joodles said. She says, I can't remember which bloke in the dress it was, but Josh maintained on X that he'd planned to let him rant and rave and interrupt. He was obviously talking nonsense. Do you think he was talking nonsense?
I didn't see it, but what I do know is
Yeah.
that it can be quite tricky when you're in a hosting position. And look, I haven't seen it. Maybe Josh may handle it badly, but what I
Right.
can say is a lot of the time you can't just say what you want a lot of the time. You don't realise this behind the scenes. And this was the same at Headliners.
Right.
They'll say stuff in your ear saying, don't be rude, don't say this will be liable. And I think Josh has previously been in hot water, hasn't he, for saying the LGBT plus for saying stuff. So he got like loads of complaints. So he's probably just, it's a shame that if he's been dominated in that thing, but
Well, that can happen too. That can happen too. But I'm not going on that show. I can't be with Josh. I'm sorry. I can't be with Josh.
No.
This is how I make up. I'd like to be on the show.
What if they doubled your already incredible salary?
I'd be with Josh.
Then you'd be with Josh. Okay, it's money. Good.
Yeah.
Glad.
It is money.
What
Everything
would
is
be
money.
what would be your rates? Like, let's be like realistic. And I'm sure we can talk figures and stuff. What would be your rate? Like, what would just to sit on the panel with Josh for FSM? What would you have to get paid?
I think even £5 more. Just for somebody to
So it's
say.
it's more the principle of
To
it.
say, Lewis, you're amazing. The show's going down. We shouldn't give you any more money, but can we give you £5?
Wow.
Something like £5.
So really, you just want to be loved. That's what this is.
Yeah, but don't you want to be loved? Isn't that the comedic thing?
Yeah, but like I don't want to admit it.
Right.
You know, that's weak.
No. Is it weak? let
That was minimum wage.
Yeah, Lewis. That's why they gave you 20 quid instead of 10. That's what Judel says. This is also the problem. I don't really understand what these people are talking about a lot of the time.
Zingo says,
What does that mean? What does that mean when she wrote that down? Yeah, Lewis. That is
why they gave you 20 quid instead of 10.
Lewis. Yeah, Lewis. What is they gave?
What if? I think that's a typo.
what
If they gave you 20 quid instead of 10? So that's taking the mick out of the amount of money that you made.
Yeah.
Which is why I was trying to say you were earning so much before to protect
Because the reason why this show is so successful is most of the people have seen me on Headliners. So they're following me here. So it is worth something. We would do it for nothing. Would we not do it for nothing?
Well, it's Headliners.
Headliners or anything. No, maybe
to
not.
an extent, but then you had to be compensated monetarily because a lot of the times you were giving up gigs.
Yeah.
So like if I'm gonna give up a paid gig, I need to do a paid thing.
But yes.
So if it was
that's what we tell people, but you actually have gigs.
Oh yeah, I did. I was one of the few people who was actually gigging.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people had the word comedian and then they'd done comedy in the past and they'd resigned. You can say that about a lot of headliners.
Because this was founded during the COVID times when people weren't working, whatever. Adam, you have to tell us your rates now. No, don't do that. We love you, Lewis, says Claire. This girl. She just really says nice things about me. He wanted to control the panel too much on Headliners. That's what Vatanai's music says. That's what Josh wanted to do. He wanted to be the center of it, which we all do as comedians, and we want to be the guy.
Yeah.
And he should have that's why he should not have been the host, because the host has to be in like someone like Nick. He toned himself down to be the host.
I think the stage dynamics, whoever it was, there was always like different vibes. Like I think when it was you and Josh, sometimes the vibe was a bit more hostile.
Yeah.
But when I was on a show with maybe Josh and Jonathan Cogan, it was a bit funnier or the vibe was a bit more relaxed.
Yeah.
I think it's always it's a clash of personalities, isn't it?
Which is bad.
Yes. So if you have a personality which isn't that,
as the host, this is the one thing about Andrew Doyle. He always pretended that he really liked me. He always pretended. Have you been to one of Lewis's gigs? It's like a game of musical chairs. Too many chairs. That's Ruben. He's my own people. Is it you?
yes.
I would like Cressida to come in. I forgot that we spoke. I forgot because you said the 13th, and I thought that was like so far into the future.
Yeah. But I have a diary and a calendar, and I just sort of, when I say I'll turn up, I'll turn up.
You're busy.
Yeah.
You're very, very busy. Lewis should have hosted Headliners more. We only
Actually, I don't know if Lewis has mentioned this, but he was offered to host quite a few times in Headliners, and he said no because he didn't like What was it? Was it the pressure or the fact that you would have to like you couldn't do your usual stuff and there's a lot more because you have to be on rails, don't you, when you're doing the show, like when you're hosting?
That wasn't it. I wasn't really asked that much. I think
at least a couple of times. I remember
they didn't say we want to put you in, and I said no, I don't want to do it. Ask somebody else. They never did that. But the problem is I want to be the center of attention.
I think it's easier to do that when you're a panelist.
Yes,
right? Yeah.
Because we're supposed to be. It's like in Mock the Week. In Mock the Week, it's like we got this guy here and this guy here, and some really boring guy in the middle. Whoever that guy is.
Stuart says, we only got 15 minutes that one Christmas day, yeah.
Yes.
I would have loved to have watched that. I would have loved to have seen you on Christmas Day headline. I would have tuned in for that.
And it's also, I took a Jordan Peterson test that Judel says, and I got 1% industrialist, precluded Lewis from hosting. I'm not hardworking enough. I'm not. I just wanted to do what I do, which is what I do, which is you come on, you say something funny, you say something serious, and Lewis Schaffer undercuts the entire show.
Yes. Someone here said, have you been to one of Lewis Schaffer's gigs? It's chaotic.
Yeah.
That's quite funny because we, I think amongst a bunch of comedians, like a lot of comics respect you as a comedian. What we do say, though, is sometimes when we've seen you at gigs, there's clearly a different energy when you can be bothered and when you can't.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're at a gig and you can be bothered, you smash it and everyone's laughing and stuff. Yeah. And then other times when you just can't be bothered, that's when they just go, what is he doing? Is that true or when
it's not about being bothered. It's like we're doing this thing right now.
Yes.
Okay. And sometimes it doesn't work. Let's say you're not here and I'm reading this thing and I lose energy or something happens. And it's not working. And then I have to pull it out. And I like the pulling it out part. And I think people like that I'm pulling it out.
Pulling out means like pulling out the hat.
Yes, or
pulling out the plug and just
it's like the show is in the toilet and I think, oh my God, these people are hating me. So let's try to be funny. And it makes me focus. And it makes the audience think that this is a real person, that I'm a real person. And they're hearing me be real, not like a phony comedian who's always top of the line. If somebody heckles me, I'm gonna have a line to like what's his name, like Jimmy Carr.
Yeah. He can come across a bit robotic.
Yeah.
What I would say though about you, and you are a real person, you are authentic, but you are usually doing bits.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
It's all bits.
So like sometimes I look at you and I know they're not pre-rehearsed like Jimmy Carr's, but sometimes when before we'd go on to headliners and stuff, I'd say hello, and then you'd be like, you'd always have something to say, and then I'd always have to like figure you out, and then I realised it took me a while to think, oh, he's joking, he's always doing bits, this.
I wouldn't call them bits. No. I'd say I'm always joking, and everything that I say can be interpreted, and we don't know. Like, what do you know what you're saying, whether it's going to be a joke or not? If someone laughs, it's a joke. If someone doesn't laugh, you go, maybe something.
So I call them unintentional. If I say something and it's not meant as a joke and someone laughs, it's an unintentional joke.
If they laugh unintentionally.
If I didn't intend for them to laugh, but they've laughed, I'll say it's not unintentional.
Well, the thing about me is everything is unintentional.
I see. I see it.
I don't know. I mean, you can, because you're thinking like jokes. You think, I'm going to say this about Lewis. They're going to interpret that as a joke and laugh. Right? You may not be 100% sure it's going to work.
Oh, someone's saying they usually have a bit of smut about now. Lorna's. What's smut? What is this podcast? I'm keeping all my clothes on, by the way.
Who says what is this?
Lorna Hutchison. Adam, we usually have a bit of smut about now.
Yeah. Well, Lorna is quite, I don't know whether they're smutty or not, but we have another guy, Russ. He comes on. He's telling us all these dirty jokes. And I'm just thinking, nobody, Russ, you want to get laid, just tone it down. But the girls like it, right? Okay. Lorna likes it.
Okay.
So that's what that is. Mark J says, like Tommy Cooper, where is the magic tricks go wrong, but then it's just the build-up to the actual trick, which is great at the end of his routine. I would say I'm not like that. I mean, a lot of it I'm doing, the jokes are not working. But is there a real joke at the end? No, people feel, I'd like to think they've seen, back in the day, I haven't done comedy in so long, but they'd like to think, like what we're doing now, they'd like to think there's something in this.
Why haven't you done comedy in a while? Wouldn't you like to get back to it?
I would like to get back to it. I have like Judel says. I got 1% industriousness, 99% unindustrious.
What's your motivators? So, like, are you financially able to sustain yourself without doing any gigs? Now they've taken away the winter pension from you.
Yes, and the winter. It's been a very bad year.
Yeah. It's been tough.
And then Rose left, so I'm not getting anything from Rose. I got my 2 kids here, and they're, are you giving me any money, producer? And you know what I mean? I'm not getting any money from. So, I mean, I'm surviving. I can survive.
Mark says, Adam, you can get an idea how to play something on this chat, and then someone else followed it up by saying,
What are you reading? Read the name. Read the first person's name.
Cheese string. Lewis, it's so hot. My knickers are dripping. Wow. Yeah, okay. Wow. Yeah. Hey guys, just coming a bit.
Well, that's the other thing. We could talk about that. It's like I've been hitting on every single one of these girls and the guys too.
And you're currently single, aren't you?
I am.
So what's going on? Like you've got supposedly lots of attractive women in this chat. They all find you very attractive and interesting.
We don't know that. I
think at least the cheese string, I don't know if that's a person or not.
Yeah.
They're dripping, as they said. Yeah. So, you know. Why haven't you pursued any of these potential?
Who says I haven't? That's the problem. Who says I haven't?
Have any of you dated Lewis?
Don't answer any of the questions. What is the problem? We are all so attractive. Of course we are. You are. They're all beautiful. Is he? Yes. What is the question? I forgot what the question is.
No, just why are you single?
The question is
why haven't you settled down with a nice lady from the chat?
First of all,
would that mean your numbers would drop? Do you have to stay single to keep the mystery?
Yes. Yeah. Because first of all, they're all far away. Everybody's far from here.
I imagine they're not in this room.
They're not in London. Nobody's in London. It's not anybody's in Peckham or Nunhead or something.
Oh, no.
Like they're all Judels is somewhere up there, and and Leanne is up in Northern Ireland. I think she's in Nottingham. No, she's not. She's in Staffordshire. It's just a bit too far. Number one.
Cheese String has come back and says Lewis Schaffer OnlyFans naked pics for money.
Been thinking about that.
I wouldn't put it past you.
Well, because you're slender, you've lost a bit of weight recently, have you not? A little bit.
How much? Yeah.
And you
5 kilograms.
Yeah. You want people to look at your naked body.
I'm not going to do that personally because I currently have options. But if I was on the way down in terms of like I didn't want a gig, I'd been kicked off a TV show.
Yes.
And I was spending 2 hours a day on a chat show, then I might start going, how do I monetize this? Let me get my feet out.
Right. My feet are my worst quality. They've got kind of rough
that's all part of it. Like, it doesn't matter how, if you're me,
they would want to see it. They would want to see it.
Like, do not show. I know you've already shown your knees, and that's fine, but don't show the feet. Like, save the feet, friends.
Judels is laughing. If I was on the way down, lots of laughing.
I mean that with a lot of love.
The point is, here is the point. The point is, like what Rose used to say about me, my girlfriend. She used to say, I'd let you go out with other girls, but you can't be trusted because you fall in love with them and you just make a whole mess of it. I take everything too seriously.
Yeah. Like
with the Josh scenario. I took it very seriously.
Yeah. Do you think Josh is staying awake at night thinking about that?
No. He's an egomaniac. What do you call that? He's an egomaniac. He thinks.
Well, maybe he's just got other priorities. I'm only gonna defend Josh only because he's a friend and he's not here.
What does that mean? A friend? He was my friend too. He took thousands and thousands of pounds out of my pocket in the past year and a half.
By not booking you.
By not booking me.
Not by stealing it.
Okay. Yes, not by stealing it. Right. And then he took this whole Jewish Muslim-y thing too seriously.
In his defense, he is Jewish, I guess.
I'm Jewish too. I
know. You're like,
and you're also half a Muslim, whatever you are.
I'm not half a Muslim. I'm a full-on atheist. Thank you very much.
You are okay. You can deny it, but the point is, your mother, whatever it is. Forget about you. Then we're not interested in you.
Good.
The point is that it's a comedy show.
Yes. Yeah. For the record, I'm very much an atheist. And,
yes.
That's all of my family.
Yeah. Okay.
Congratulations. Thank you.
That's not the point that I'm making.
Back to Northern Ireland.
The point that I'm making is that it was a comedy program. and it had to be treated.
I
as a
wouldn't
comedy
mind
program.
being Jewish, but it has to be. I don't know. It's an invite only, isn't it?
Being
You can't-
Jewish.
Every other religion, they try and get you in, and
Yeah.
Jews are like, no, we'll let you know. Like you need a +1. You know, like you like it's
Yeah.
like a nightclub when you go, you haven't got enough ladies.
That's actually funny.
You
It's
haven't got
almost-
enough Jewish.
It's almost that.
Yeah.
What it is tell us why you want to be a Jew. Tell us why.
I think from the outside perspective, it could be something as simple as because you're not allowed or it's not open, that all automatically makes it sort of more alluring.
No,
like
it doesn't. There's
I
only-
think so. Yeah, imagine like you look at like several different nightclubs and you can get into any of them,
Right.
and then there's one that says you can't come here. Actually, like tell us
Yeah.
why you want to come in here. Automatically, that's like I think there's like a psychological thing there. You go, oh,
No. There's
Yeah.
very little of that. There's very little. There's only
You don't
15
think so?
million Jews, and who knows how many of them are real Jewy Jews like me. Whatever.
I like that phrase, Jewy
Jewy
Jews.
Jews.
Yeah, a phrase that you could
It's-
use and I can't really use.
Yeah. Whatever. you could say, Lewis, you're a Jewy Jew.
I would love to say that, but this is I think
Yeah.
this stays up as a video after the live stream, so there's no way I'm going to be caught saying it.
Well, that's the good thing about this thing, because I've done 64 shows.
Yeah.
The average show, let's say, is 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's 120 hours. So if they want to find something bad that I have said,
Yeah.
they're gonna have to look at over 120. It's not like
Lewis, have you not been on the internet for the last 15 years? That's what
they're-
everyone does. They go through everyone's tweets from the last 15 years.
Right.
Or somebody will scour. Somebody hates you enough, they'll scour through.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. There's my other son. My other son. Thank you for coming.
That's a sweaty.
Thank you for coming.
to meet you.
You remember Adam?
Nice to
This
meet
is
you.
Adam. This is
What's
the
your
other
name,
son.
brother?
Don't say the name. Don't say.
Oh,
the
okay, okay. It was nice to meet you.
They've
Second
got the
producer.
name. They've
Second
got the name.
producer.
Second producer. He's the
I've
good
never
looking
heard
one.
about you, but it's lovely to meet
Oh, like
Yeah, he's a
yeah,
bit on
nice.
headlines. He's a friend.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. We're talking about me. What are we talking about?
Always about Lewis.
We're talking
It's
about,
always about that.
It's always
Yeah.
about.
narcissist.
I am a well. Would you say I'm a narcissist?
100%.
Set this whole thing up.
Is that
Yeah.
narcissism?
That is quite
No, I'm not a narcissist because I don't think that I'm so amazing. I'm an attention seeker.
No, you are so amazing.
Do I think I'm so amazing?
So amazing.
Do you
Love
think
the
I'm so
sarcasm.
I know
So
because
good.
you know that's because he lived with his mother. His mother destroyed him.
Ah, okay.
His
here we go,
mother
Lewis.
destroyed
There we
him.
go.
Okay.
Lovely
yeah.
to meet you.
Well,
Yeah,
were you
lovely
at
to meet
work
you.
today or no?
No, I just went to Central.
Central.
Central London.
Why?
I wanted to see if I can get some clothes.
How about getting another job?
They're
there?
saying
Getting
put
a
the
second
chat on
job?
the screen. They're saying.
Would that make it better? Okay.
I think it creates more of a community, doesn't it?
I don't know, doesn't it? Isn't it on the
It'll
side?
be in front of my face, but that's okay. I don't
It's
know.
better if it's on the screen.
Where is this thing? Let me just see.
We're
See
gonna
what's
we're gonna
going.
figure out how to put the chat back on the screen.
Yeah, it's not as
That's
easy.
nice.
This stuff is not as easy.
Lewis
as
is just figuring it out.
that blocks
I can
it.
see why.
Okay.
Is that back on the screen?
Kinsey says I'm 100% narcissistic. Yeah, these are the people. These
I
are
know
my
it blocks
fans.
me out, Mark. It's
They're
fine.
my fans.
I'll do
I'm
it.
not. I don't think I'm narcissistic. I think I'm self-centered. I want attention to be put on me.
I guess narcissistic kind of it realms on the idea of like abusive towards other people. Like you know when they say narcissist. I don't think you're that.
I'm not.
No, you're
abusive.
harmless. You're
Yeah.
harmless.
Lewis is a porn addict.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, could be. I used to be. There were certain times.
I'm gonna have to move
I
out
used
the
to
way
be
out of the way
too.
of this.
Yeah,
'cause
watch
it's,
my hands.
Is there any? Oh yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it will just have to be that.
Yeah, we'll have to move
now I have to go all the
over.
way here.
Let me just see. Maybe.
Or maybe we can move the screen a little bit. Hang on, wait.
Well, here, you
do-
can move this
do that.
over there. Yeah.
Oh no, that's the other way.
See if that
Go
see how that
this way.
goes.
That's fine. Yeah.
Let me just
You're
see.
there. That's
Let
fine.
me
I'll-
see.
I'll go here.
How about if I take this?
Perfect. Yeah, that's good. And I'll just
No, I'm
find
not
it.
happy about that. I'm not happy.
Yeah.
I'll try to make this a little bit narrower, maybe being narrower. We're trying here. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
And I'll make it a little bit longer.
Yeah, so they can read it.
No.
Yeah, do it.
How about like that? So you're in there.
Can you still read it, guys, in the chat?
Can you read it, guys, in the chat?
I'm gonna
Snuggle up
close
close.
that. No thanks, John. No thanks. Because Lewis, one of his
Yeah.
dietary things, he doesn't.
being
He doesn't.
gay.
It's not being gay. He doesn't use toothpaste. You say that, don't you?
I don't use toothpaste.
Yeah. So I don't want to get too close because I
Yeah.
do use toothpaste.
But you know what it is?
Clash.
Hi, Daryl M is here. Leanne is here. If you like me, you'll kiss my rotting mouth. But my mouth is not rotting.
Okay, but you just said it was. So you have
I
to
know, I
be
said it
pretty
was.
ladies from the north.
Why?
to
Tim
kiss you.
Timony. Tim Taroo. That's Tim Timony. Thank you. Thumbs up to Tim. No, what is the point that you're making? What is the point that I'm making?
No, you were saying you're self-centered, and I agreed with
Are
you.
you self-centered?
Yes, but not so open about it.
Right, because you're English.
I think I'm the center of the universe.
You're English.
The world revolves around me. Yeah, but you've got to be.
No, but do you think you're great? Do you think you're a great comedian?
I either think I'm great.
Be honest.
I think I have the ability to be great.
That's not narcissistic. The ability to be great.
Yeah.
I don't think you come across as a guy who thinks that I'm.
Well, thank you.
Right.
I've worked very hard
at pretending.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, by sort of portraying that.
But does that makes you not narcissistic?
Makes me, I don't know, humble or less ambitious. One of the two.
Right.
You see, what would be the difference? Trump's very confident.
We don't know that.
He comes across as very confident and self-assured.
Coming across is something different.
Yeah, but I guess you can only judge people by how they present themselves.
Does he go home? I don't think about Donald Trump is.
Which home? He has many homes.
Many homes. Does he go at the end of a day and think, wow, I should never have said that. That was so stupid.
We don't know.
We don't know.
No.
But I think he does. I think he does. So? Yes, he has a lot of these rules. Never apologize, never explain. His father taught him rules.
Never apologize, I think is bad in personal life, but it's probably quite good from a business standpoint or a publicity standpoint.
I say I'm sorry all the time to people, but maybe I don't believe that either.
Why didn't you follow the Muslim faith? I don't follow any faith, and it wasn't a faith that was an option. I've been christened. I'm Church of England.
Really?
Yeah.
So your mother
she converted when she's divorced. They're divorced now. My mum and my dad.
Right. Is she married?
But she converted to Greek Orthodox. My dad's Greek Cypriot, but then I was C of E, Church of England.
So so were you raised the Church of England?
Yeah, I went to church and everything else.
Which I
didn't. When I was younger, in my 20s, I used to think, oh, down with the church. And now I'm still an atheist because I don't believe in a higher being. But I think the church is quite nice for those who like it.
Yeah, I think we need the church.
And I'd rather have churches than another religion.
Yes,
everywhere.
yes,
yeah,
yes.
So, like, as Richard Dawkins says, culturally Christian.
He actually said that, didn't he?
Yeah, he said he's culturally
that was
Christian.
Really, yeah.
You know, I think that's really nice. I'd rather have church bells than other sort of noises.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't follow them. I don't follow any faith. But yeah, I would still go not too close. You were each sitting and talking respectfully. Therefore, neither of you are narcissistic. That's very nice.
Is that nice? Was I listening? Nice. Was I respectfully listening?
Apparently so.
Yeah, but it's also this is like I've got to be the host of a show. You know. I've got to be the host of the show, and the people know me, so how much more can they find out about me if I step over you and just do the talking and let you just sit there?
Yeah.
But Josh would. Sorry.
It'll be a different vibe. It'll be a different vibe. Let's say that. You can't believe in goodwill.
You can believe in goodwill.
You can be to others without being religious, kindness, etc. Yep.
I don't believe in God. I think the God.
You don't believe in a higher being?
The God came from about 7,000 years ago with Velikovsky. Yeah. When the planets were in the sky moving around with Mars and Venus. Sorry about that. That's what I. Yeah. And so when you saw Mars right next to Venus firing lightning bolts at each other, you think, oh my God, one of those is a god. But now, since Venus has now gone all the way over there, and Mars has gone all the way over there, and they don't fight anymore, you don't think that they're at war, you don't think that they have motivation.
I missed the beginning of this metaphor. Yeah. Is this men?
It's not a metaphor.
Men and women, women are from Venus, men are from Mars?
No, it has to do with the actual, this is the thing we don't know, that people don't know, is that the planets have fallen into this position about 6,000 years ago. And the Earth moved. Okay. You probably haven't heard it.
No.
I didn't hear it either.
I know the world is flat. That's what I do know for sure. Yeah. I know that one for certain. The Earth is flat because that's why maps are flat. Yeah. I know that much.
What Velikovsky pointed out was.
You're stealing that from Jules.
Well, she because she knows that I'm obsessed with Velikovsky.
Ah.
She knows that I'm obsessed with Velikovsky. What happened was back in the day. This is the general theory.
Someone's just said Adam has just realised that he's a small room with a madman. I knew already that Lewis was mad, and believe it or not, this is not the first time I've actually been to his
house. Yes,
I've been before.
Gave me a ride home, which was
Gave you
really
a ride
lovely.
home, mainly out of pity.
Yeah.
You're not in the stream, Lewis. You got to get in. You
I'm
are
not in.
There
Oh,
we
okay.
go. It was mainly out of pity before, but then after the second or third lift, it became out of a sort of friendship.
And I invited you up to the palatial
for a cup of tea or a cup of coffee.
Right.
And it usually, when you invite someone in for a cup of coffee late at night after they've driven you home, it's normally to have sex with them.
Yes.
Yeah, normally. But this time, it was there was no sexual thing.
Did you feel threatened by me?
No, not at all. I think that was one of the main reasons why I came up. I said, if Lewis tries anything, you know, he's a very, even though he always eats meat, he's a very fragile man.
I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I think about being gay. Sometimes I hit on the guys here, but I'm not really. I don't have that. I don't have a gay thing. Anyway, so what Velikovsky was saying was this: about 6,000 years ago. Okay, the solar system, as we know it, was very different than it was today. They say it's been this way for billions of years, but all the planets are all different. Some of them are rocky planets. Some of them are gaseous planets.
Some of them are gay as well.
Gay.
Uranus, pretty gay sounding.
Very, very. So what he said is that back at that time, before the planets lined up with Earth, Venus, Mars, whatever we lined up, is that the Saturn was our sun, was the sun.
Really?
Yes, it's so interesting. And Saturn was the sun because in the sky are these huge filaments of electricity that are floating around, right? And then they hit something and they take all the light. The light basically lights it up.
Wow.
Same way like a fluorescent light bulb. And so what happened is that we were sort of like, like the Earth and the moon. The moon is fixed in a position, so it's always going around at the exact same spot. Right? And he says, I think it's Saturn or it might be Jupiter, it's one of the two, is that the Earth was in a fixed position underneath Jupiter. Let's say it's called Jupiter. Underneath Jupiter.
Right.
Okay? And underneath that was Mars.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that's we're like, if you can picture this thing there with two planets.
Yeah.
And all of the electricity of the universe, at least in this area, was going into us. So we never saw the sun. We were like in purple mountain's majesty. We were in a purple thing.
Yeah.
And everything was warm and it was beautiful. The entire planet was in purple.
Yeah.
And purple. And then something happened, which is an extra bolt of electricity from the universe went into Jupiter.
Yeah.
And Jupiter exploded a little bit.
Right.
This is
I mean, this is all 100% fact as well. That's what I liked about it. Because you should have done have you ever thought about applying to TED? One of those TED Talks, TEDx?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think you could get hundreds of views, if not thousands of views on TEDx. I would watch this. Yeah. The alternative.
But you've been very good by listening for this thing.
No, of course. I mean, I could tell from the moment you started talking, it meant a lot to you. Yeah. And I decided I don't want to be rude. Let me listen to it in its entirety.
Yes.
And it went on a while.
It was a bit boring.
No, it wasn't boring because it kept on becoming
more boring.
Different colours, purple and interesting.
So, but to finish off what happened. So, because there's extra electricity in this universe, right?
Yeah.
There was like kind of an explosion, and out from Jupiter or Saturn, I don't remember which one. What do you call those things with light and the electricity and the bright comet? A comet came out.
Yes.
A comet blew out.
Yeah.
And it changed the electricity of the universe. And so suddenly, all this electricity that was flowing in to Jupiter is now going into our sun, which was like a small planet too.
Yeah.
So suddenly, that's now the sun.
Yeah.
And we, the Earth, sort of drifted away. And Don't read that. Don't read that.
Mhm.
And drifted away. And so they stopped being in this warm purple haze. And they woke up one day and they said, oh my God, there's the sun. Let there be light. As God said, let there be light.
What I would love for you, Lewis.
Yeah.
Because obviously, look, you had your career.
Right.
You had. I remember years ago. This is when I was studying. Probably about 10, 15 years ago. I remember seeing you.
Right.
Did you have this phrase saying free? Like when it comes to gigs, it was like free until famous.
That was my show. It was called
Free until famous.
It's like this. It's free until famous.
Yeah, and like, admittedly, you never quite got there, but there's. I think you're very interesting, and whether or not.
How is that interesting? This is not interesting.
Well, look, it might look to me. I might not be believing it, but you've clearly got a lot of people who love you and find it really captivating.
They put up with me.
What I would love to see.
That's what's good about my fans.
Yeah.
Going, oh my God, tell them about Velikovsky. You know.
What I would love for you, Louis,
I'm like the retarded cousin who's got some kind of party trick or something. That they love the guy.
Interesting.
But
I would love for you to have like a small farm and have a bit of a commune and have a little cult.
Yeah.
And have a lot of these people there, whether it is on Skype or in person.
Right.
And then maybe after 15, 20 years of having a good run, there's a Netflix documentary about you saying how much of a monster you were. I would love that.
There could be. Yeah, I'm a bit of a monster. I'm a bit of...
in the scenario, yes.
I'm not a monster, but I'm a bit more realistically flirtatious than people think that I am.
Judel says this is a cult, Adam. Yeah, I'm starting to realise, Judel. Someone else said, just nod and run. Yeah. But a lot of love, though. A lot of love.
A lot of love. Russ is Lorna's boyfriend. We love you, Lewis. We worship you, Lewis. Aww. We would sacrifice our souls for you.
Oh, wow.
Lewis. That is lovely.
The
earth isn't the only thing that's drifted away. This guy's very funny.
Yeah.
You, Jared. They're funny people.
On the ball.
And
so what is everyone like doing? Because this is Friday now. Starting at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
5 o'clock. Are these people? Are you guys employed? Are you retired? Are you working from home? Are you in the office?
You know, the interesting thing is I've never even asked these questions.
Well, I'm more interested because you're interested of yourself. I'm just interested in your demographic.
Should I have been more interested in
that? Because obviously what you're doing is working.
I don't want to. But I don't want to put them on the spot.
I'm sure some people will be interested in sharing who they are. Think of us as his carers, Adam. Okay.
Yeah.
Hugh Jarrett's on the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of right.
Making sure that he's not saying too many crazy things.
Yeah, they want to let people know, but I don't think they want me hurt because I could say something that would be that they would say, oh, you can't say that. Here's the point. So what happened is, the Earth drifts away.
Oh, good. We're back to the planet.
Mars drifts away.
Yes.
That comet that broke away from Jupiter,
I'm glad
exploding, broke away.
Yes.
Became Venus. Venus.
And what happened with Pluto? Since we're doing all the planets, why did that suddenly it was downgraded to a meteorite, wasn't it?
Because
it was on the like when it was in the solar system. I guess you could say that was its version of being on headlines.
Well, it was only discovered,
and then it's been downgraded to a meteorite when live streams just.
I think it was discovered only like 1926 or something, and it's not really a planet, which is I don't even know what a definition of a planet means. It's like in the orbit of the sun. But the sun wasn't there.
Oh, everyone's sort of saying what they are. That's great.
Alan Williams, I'm just a sad old drunk. Well, we love you.
Mark Thornton, I'm a roundabout designer. I hope that's fucking true, Mark. That's amazing if you are. Clearly a joke, though. It's all just round, isn't it? Well. What else they said? I'm a housewife. Lol, it's only 1:12. Where are you, Marianne? Are you based in stateside or?
She is. Yeah, she's in New York. She's in upstate New York, near where I went to uni. Peekskill, New York.
Alan Williams, I'm just a sad old drunk. Well, knowing it is the first step towards potentially fixing it, Alan. Yeah. Should you want to fix it, maybe you quite enjoy drinking your life away.
There are people who died of alcohol.
Kerry has no life.
Judel says that you're crying that you've gone back to Velikovsky. Read your guest, Lewis.
Yeah, I don't know Velikovsky, but that's the reason why I'm here. I'm here to learn.
Yeah. Keith Bexley says that Pluto is a dwarf planet.
Oh, there we go. Yes.
Lewis, can you tell Adam how to say my name correctly?
how was I saying? Shan, is it Thorashan?
No, Thorosian.
Thorosian. Beg your pardon, Mark.
He comes
Mark
from
Thorosian.
Well, he's similar to you. He comes from Armenia, which is out in Europe.
Yeah, and and everyone outside is all the same, innit? Yeah. It's like you. It's like off.
It's a dark-haired place. It's a dark-haired place. You, Jared, I have a job, but if I tell you about it, I may have to drift you away.
Yeah, it's like the old MI5.
The show is 5 to 7, says Fat and I. Is the most inconvenient time in the world, but we love Lewis. I think it's good that it's because there's probably very few other shows on there. It is an inconvenient show.
Yeah.
Time.
And also, you've given yourself prime time. When we were on Headliners, we were stuck at 11 o'clock. They never wanted us to bring us earlier. Whereas here, it's prime time, 5 o'clock.
It's prime time.
5 o'clock's definitely prime time.
He says it's an inconvenient time.
And yet you're here.
Yeah.
I'm a burglar. I steal to order. 3 estimates. No job too small. That's from Lod 1.
Yeah.
Okay. We are sad. Fuck Adam. Thank you. That's
Mark the Rose. Am I pronouncing it wrong, Mark? He's always correcting me. Thorosian.
Ruben's retired. Mark, we've got some comedians in here as well. I'm a gynecologist by day and a gigolo by night. Very funny, Mark.
Yes.
You can tell it's funny because
at least he's trying to be funny. Avril Rutherford. I've got a friend of my ex-wife. It was named Avril, and she was quite beautiful. So it might be the same woman.
Yeah.
Interesting, the solar system description. It is really...
Ask him to describe it, to go into detail about it again from the beginning, because I think we've only got 45 minutes, but I'm quite happy to sit through it a third time.
Really? I've been criticized because I didn't read the room.
What is the room?
The room is you.
No, the room is them.
No, it's not them.
100% the room. I'm just a guest on this show. The room is 100% your fans.
But you have to have a good time. If you're not having a good time, then the show is horrible.
Why is the reason?
You're gonna stay and have dinner here. You got to go head home.
I've got to. If you were listening, Lewis, I've got a gig
you got
later.
a show. But what time is the gig? Is it
8 o'clock, and it takes me about an hour to drive there.
Oh, okay. So the answer is no. Yeah, the answer is no.
But why was the reason why I'm here? I think it was a couple of weeks ago or whatever it was. I said, hey, do you want to just meet up for coffee?
Right, and I said, well, why don't you come on my show?
Yeah, that was the reason.
You expect me to be actually friends with somebody. I'm not capable of that.
I said, why don't we just meet up for coffee? Lewis, it's been a while. And then Lewis said, Adam, come round to my home and make content. Otherwise, I'm not interested. And I said, okay, fine.
That's my problem. I make friends, and then I just basically throw the French. I don't know if we're friends. You're very friendly to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're friends.
I'm friends enough with you that if someone said something nasty about you, I would defend you.
Well, I would say that I'm friends with yours too.
Yeah.
Have I said anything bad about Adam? I don't think I have. But meanwhile, I'm trashing Josh to bits, which is wrong. Is it really wrong?
Well, it's up to you. You know how I'm not. I'm not going to police.
Because we don't know.
There's enough of that going on. Yeah. Give Adam a bong, Lewis. You don't smoke weed, do you?
Not really. I can give you a vape. I can give you a used vape that I found in the park on the ground.
Gross. Yeah. Yes. No, even if it was a fresh vape, I wouldn't use it. I have self-respect.
What kind of gig are you off to? What kind of jokes are you going to tell?
A paid gig. So Tim, it's a paid gig. So this is an unpaid gig. So right. I'm getting paid £0 to be here.
I'm going to give you £10.
That's okay. I will donate it to.
And I'm not going to give it to you.
Okay.
I was thinking about it. I forgot.
Okay. I'm not here for money. And then so the other gig is a paid gig. So I'll get paid to be on stage.
Let's say it again, so they can maybe, if they change their mind, they can drive up.
It's Top Secret Comedy Club, Drury Lane. If you can't make it today, because the turnaround will be quite quick, I am doing my own work in progress show there tomorrow. Actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing my own show there tomorrow. Just me.
And what time is that?
That is on at 6 o'clock.
Oh, I can't make it.
Yes, I think it's 5 to 6 o'clock.
I've been pretty good. I've done 64 of these. This is the 64th.
That's amazing. What's the plan? Just to go on indefinitely?
I don't know.
Like the solar system?
I don't know.
Keep going and going.
I don't know.
I think it's a good streak.
Let's see what they say. I've been trying to teach Lewis self-respect, Adam.
Who said that?
Joodles.
Oh yes,
Joodles. No, I mean I don't know what we can accomplish with this. What do you think?
Well, I don't know.
I'd have to get a lot of guests, right?
You'd have to get a lot of guests.
You guys like this?
If you have merch, maybe have an incentive. So you've got Ruben. Ruben's got like a little crown with a +3. What does that mean?
That means he's the
And same with Jules.
third busiest poster on the chat today.
Right. Okay.
So Jules is also tied for 3.
And that changes every day, does
Let's
it?
just see what we have. Top fans.
Top fans.
Yeah, see, there you go. I don't know how this Jules,
Okay.
Ruben,
Won't read out all the names, but you've got some
Joe.
good fans. Wow. Okay.
Dame. I mean,
Yeah.
Claire is in there.
Yeah.
She's a good fan of Lewis Schaffer. I'm a fan
Okay.
of hers.
Oh,
Whoops,
we've
what
got
happened
JD
here?
Vance popping up.
What's happened here? Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, where can this thing go? You've sat in. What can happen with the Lewis Schaffer live?
You
show?
have to, because you have got streamers who make a living just by talking.
Yeah.
So you could do something along those lines. But I think, as somebody said, like if you're only 1%, was it industrious?
Yes. Jules.
Nothing's going to amount to it, because you definitely have talent, and if failing that, when you're not being talented, you definitely have intrigue and interest.
Intrigue.
Yes, you are interesting. However, I think it's Stephen King, and I like Stephen King before he started like embarrassing himself on Twitter, just because he's a bit of a weirdo on Twitter. But he said,
Is he right? He's left wing.
I think he's left wing, yeah, but his books are fantastic.
Yeah.
At least the ones I've read. But he says talent is as cheap as table salt. The rest of it is all hard work, or something to that effect.
Yeah, I could believe that.
And I
Well, I
believe
do
that.
believe that. It's
Yeah.
all hard work.
Yeah, a lot of
It
it.
is hard work. We're all talented enough to do something, but we got to do something.
Ruben has said, Adam, don't eat any of Lewis's food. If he cooks it, you're either going to end up in A&E. I'm way ahead of you, Ruben. I'll get myself a sandwich or a meal deal. Something.
Well, the thing about us is we went to McDonald's the other day, whatever that was, a couple of months ago, and we had one of those wraps, and it was quite good.
Who
Chicken
did?
wraps.
You and
You and you. We went to McDonald's.
oh yeah, that was,
Camberwell.
we did, didn't we?
And it was really proper
And
good.
we sat on a bench and we ate it.
Yeah.
Leanne, we are his guinea pigs for his learning journey for the technology sector. Chris King's coming in strong. Lewis, don't be such a fart. Without these people, you'd be talking to yourself. That's true. That's where your content comes
Yeah.
from. Your simulation. Oh, your stimulation. Yes.
Yes, it is a form of stimulation. It is. I mean, I just enjoy talking to people.
I think they
And
enjoy
this-
talking to you.
I mean, I wish I could actually see them and they were in a room or something. Maybe we should do that more often. Just go,
Oh, Mark Throsian says, I think we've now realised he's not going anywhere. Pack up and go home.
Yeah.
Oh, pressure's on, Lewis. You better do something.
I know they can be a bit nasty. I mean,
The reality check.
we basically had about 40 people a day.
That's nice.
It is nice. It
Very
is
nice.
nice. I thought it was. I expected 1 billion people. I don't know what I.
Are you not worried?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this to like bring, to foreshadow anything, but you're not worried of if you give everyone too much, Lewis, it devalues you.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
what's that guy's name? The actor who's doing the rounds at the moment, Pedro Pascal. He's in every movie, every TV show, and I used to like him, and now everyone's sick of him because he's just everywhere.
I don't know. I never heard of him.
I think some of the people here might
Thank
know.
you, Chris. I don't know.
Lorna says we feed his ego.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a bit too nice to the people. You're saying I shouldn't be this nice.
No, not being nice. I said, do you not think if people have
Every
unlimited,
single day.
if people have unlimited access to you,
Yeah.
then suddenly your value goes down, right? So like, whereas, and I'm not saying to these people that you shouldn't do this, but like, let's say if it was like once a week,
Yeah.
the numbers might be triple. Because they might go, right, we better catch him this week, otherwise we're not going to catch him next week. I'm not saying you should
No,
do
you
anything.
should
I'm,
be
not saying,
saying this. You should say this.
I'm just saying, think maybe that's it.
I'm saying you might be right.
What would you,
But-
maybe ask them, like, what would you prefer? Would you prefer this was
Yeah.
every day like it is, or would you prefer it be once a week?
Yeah.
So maybe Lewis is, because I guess also if you're doing it 2 hours a day, there's probably not anything too new to talk about as well. If you haven't,
No,
if you
nothing.
spent 2 hours a day doing this, that's 2 hours every day that you
Yeah.
can't go out, be living and existing in the world, creating stories and then feeding them back.
That is true. But I like the fact that I've got something to do every day at 5 o'clock. I like that I wake up about 12 and, and I go walk for an hour and a half maybe. By that time, the show's ready to start. I mean, my problem is You are right. I like this show too much. I like these people too much. I should be giving them the finger, to hell with you. But they're all right.
Judels comes in with a very thing saying Pascal is a complete tramp. That's
Yeah,
nuanced.
She's got a million different opinions. There's this girl, Lucy. Lewis is the Bonnie Blue of live streaming.
Who's this?
This girl, I don't even know what she looks like. She's
the Bonnie Blue of live stream.
I don't know. I don't even. She says she's a girl, whatever. But what happened with this girl Lucy, is Rose, my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
This Lucy was writing on Twitter like nasty comments about me and nasty comments about the show. Not nasty, but funny.
Yeah.
And bitter. And Rose goes, "Oh, this Lucy's really funny."
Oh, I see.
So I go, "Oh, Lucy's really funny," because I have no personality of my own.
Right.
So I think, "Oh, she's really great, Lucy." And then she doesn't like me now because it's like.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I can see the comment now. Yeah, Lewis is the Bonnie Blue of live streaming.
Yeah.
Does that mean you've had 1,000? Yeah. So, but you need to go for 1,000 days. In one, or you need. What was she doing? Because Bonnie Blue's famously had like 1,000 guys in a day.
Yeah.
So what could you do? Talk for 1,000 hours non-stop?
Well, this is what we're doing. Well, maybe we're doing 1,000 of these live stream shows.
Okay.
Could we do that? Could I do that?
And then you've got to make it sexual somehow as well.
Marianne says she likes her daily dose of Lewis.
Okay. Well, there you go. Okay. Stand corrected.
We get him out of bed, Adam. Yes. Yeah.
Not yeah. So the idea of having some attention is so powerful. It motivates you to get out of bed.
Yes, it motivates me.
Would you not get out of bed otherwise if this didn't exist?
I'd be really unhappy, probably.
Really?
Yeah, really unhappy. I know that people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear, another guy. I'd be really unhappy, and maybe they'd be unhappy too. They can always think to themselves, you know what? I didn't leave the house today. And let's just go see what Lewis is up to and talk to friends.
They can dip in.
They can dip in
each other. I like this. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's important. It's, I mean, I agree with you. You're totally right. To do this every single day forever. I mean, but maybe that's Osmond Gold. You know him, Osmond Gold.
Yes. Yeah. The streamer.
The streamer. I like that. I like that. He's just like a regular guy. And then he went to his house. Did you know this about Osmond Gold? And he's a total hoarder. His house is like filthy.
Yeah, I think somebody did mention that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was so real.
It's not the same here though. It's very different here.
And it's not. Is it hoarding?
No,
here?
not at all. Everything's here. It's very tidy in this place.
No, it's not.
No, everything's really. They can't see this, but everything is it's so minimalist here as well. You can't see behind this camera.
No, it's not.
It's actually too tidy. I feel uncomfortable. It's very clinical.
Maybe they laugh at you because you're English, but maybe they don't understand what the hell you're talking about. We've been doing this since the start and appreciate it very much, says Joe. Read my email, Lewis.
Alex says, does Adam know about the disabled people joke? What's the disabled people joke?
I was on the TV and I made a joke. They asked me, what do we do about the disabled? We're spending so much money on disability. So I said, I don't know, what can you do about people who are disabled? You could starve them.
Oh, wow.
And then I said, we could shoot them.
Wow.
Where
do you draw the line? Well, let's take this parody further.
Yeah.
Like, if you do start doing that, where do you draw the line? Like, what if someone's like a little bit autistic? That's like most men.
Yes.
Or if someone like is dyslexic or they're just not great with spelling, like that's a disability.
Well, I wasn't thinking of killing or shooting or starving anybody.
But if it's for comedic effects, it has to be extreme, right?
I didn't have enough chance. I say, what could, because I was thinking, we're doing on the show, we're thinking. And I didn't have an answer. I said, what do? You just gotta basically be very strong, and you gotta say, no, we're not spending money on that kind of disability, autism or ADHD, whatever.
There's is it CRISPR? With CRISPR technology, they've been able to remove. I think it was Japan actually. Recently, it was in the news.
Yeah.
Through CRISPR technology, which is basically when you go into the genome and you can actually edit the genes of a potential newborn baby.
Right.
They've been able to remove or identify. I think it was elements of Down syndrome. Now, on the surface of it, you might look at it and go, "Well, great."
In the genes for the genes.
In the genes for the
like
baby.
IVF.
Yes.
IVF.
And they were saying,
Yeah.
on the surface, you might go, "Oh, wait, that's great," but then there was a backlash from the Down syndrome community, I guess, saying, well, "No, we're people too. You know, it's not we stigmatize and stuff. We want to be here."
Right.
Like, where would you draw the line at when it comes to disabilities? You know.
Right. So I hadn't even drawn a line because I didn't even understand what disability was. But whatever it is, Down syndrome babies, that's a real something.
What is?
A Down syndrome baby is a real something.
It's a real disability.
It's a real disability.
Yeah.
But if you have a really bad parent and so you're like a bit out of it because you're on a high carb diet, is that a real disability?
I think being obsessed with high carb diets is also a disability.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought it was funny because many times in my life, people have said to me, "Do you want us to put you on a disability list?" The producer over there thinks I'm disabled right now.
But I'll be inclined to agree with him.
Yes, and I would agree with him too.
The good disabled.
What depression say? The guy wanted to put me on a list.
Who did?
I was seeing a psychiatrist, a discount psychiatrist at Payne Whitney. Payne Whitney. And maybe Mary Ann would be the only one who would know of this hospital. He said, "Lewis, you're really depressed. If you'd like, I'll write out a prescription for it. A prescription, and you can get $800 a month for this."
Okay. Sounds pretty good.
And I went, would you want to get 800 pounds and be known as disabled and say, "Oh, Adam Coumas is disabled"?
I don't think there's a stigma around it, but I wouldn't want it unless I actually was it, maybe. Yeah.
But let's say you were feeling a bit down, whatever it was.
No, I'm too toxic. I've been raised to think like depression isn't real. You have to just snap out of it, and I'm the sort of person where
So I'm the same.
but that usually leads to suicide.
Even though my mother was depressed.
Yeah.
She was bipolar. She was in a mental hospital.
Yeah, I mean, I know people who are
and I would go, "Would you just, you know what, you got children you've got to take care of." And my father would go, "Oh, your mother. And I would go, "No, she's got to take care of her children." Discount psychiatrist. I should howl at that. That was true. I was spending about $10 a session. It was a trainee disc. It was at Payne Whitney. Payne. What's the name for a hospital? Payne.
Mark J says, is being obese a disability, Lewis? If someone eats, say, too much? I mean, it's definitely a disease, isn't it? That's what they call it?
No, it's not a disease.
But they call it that.
They call it that. It's not a disease.
Yeah.
Eating too much? No. The fact is...
What about being too skinny? Is that a disease?
That could probably be a disease because it takes so much effort to be thin.
And to be restricted.
Like
a mental... what is it? What does Chris King say? "Lewis, I have no legs, no hands..." Oh, this is a joke. "How are you typing, Lewis?"
Yeah.
No, "How are you typing, Chris?" "And I'm deaf. My wife's nickname for me is Lucky."
Lucky. Adam, my late husband, was disabled, and my son is dyslexic, and my grandson is autistic, but I was not offended as I have a sense of humor.
Yeah, that's good, Lorna. Yeah. I'm not saying it's offensive either.
I don't think it's dyslexic. First of all, I'm against the government sending people money. The federal government, whatever you call it in this country, the central government.
Just the government, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the government should be sending out money just because somebody has this stuff. It's like, this is Judah says, it's like when you go to the hairdressing school to get your hair cut and come out looking like it's been cut with a spoon.
Ah, yes, the old spoon haircut. What about a bowl? They put a bowl on your head.
Yeah,
get a bowl cut.
That's sort of like that. But I hadn't thought about disability up until that, and suddenly I'm accused of.
What about when the Paralympics is on? I think all I can think about is, wow, these guys are so impressive compared to how disabled they are.
Yep. No, you don't think that.
I mean, I think, wow, like there's somebody there with no legs, or they've got like, Oscar Pistorius kind of legs, and they're like, they lapping me many times, and then I look down at my legs and I go, embarrassment.
Because they've got a machine on their legs. That's what the balance.
Okay, I guess that does make it easier, but you know what I mean. Like swimmers with one arm or whatever it is,
and you can't tell if they have an advantage by putting those things on the
well,
legs.
maybe that's the bad example, but any other sort of Paralympian, I think, wow, that's pretty impressive. And then there I am with all my limbs.
I don't find it impressive. I don't think. Yeah.
Do you find the regular Olympics impressive?
You know what it is? You know David Tell is. You ever heard the guy David Tell? He's an American comedian, one of the funniest comedians. Is that he said, of course they're good athletes. They spend all day long doing this. You know, I've got a job. We've got a job. We don't have the money. We're not hardworking. So I don't have much respect for the athletes.
That wasn't always the case, though, was it? Back in the day, you didn't you could never coast on it. You had to have a job and then
do that before the government stepped in. I'm so anti-government. I'm so Lewis. Can you? Okay, let's see what's going on. Down syndrome people, according to Ruben, are beautiful, loving people. They really are. Yes, they are. But we need people who are, who can get the job done. I'm not as loving as I shouldn't be this way. This is where people grow to hate me. This is what I'm afraid of.
Maybe.
I'm not saying we shouldn't kill anybody, but we shouldn't promote it. It's like people talking about like people who are deaf are part of a community.
Maybe they. What happens if they feel like they're a part of the community though?
A what kind of community?
A silent one.
Well, I could see why they would want to get together with people who are deaf.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But at the same time, it shouldn't be told you are deaf so you don't have to learn sign language or learn how to read people's lips to get through it on a daily basis.
Do you think and there's a single deaf person who's choosing not to learn sign language?
Yes.
How are they communicating with absolutely anyone else?
Yes. It was like
that's why they go out and they go to the shops and then they can't communicate with someone.
Yes.
Well, that's a disability. That's making themselves extra disabled then.
I'm not in the mood for shout-outs because we've got a special guest. A shout-out to Adam Coumas for coming.
That's very kind.
But yeah, there is the college or university in Washington, D.C. for blind or deaf people.
Okay.
And it's like they're totally leftist, gung-ho. Because what is the world now? It's all about what group you're from. Are you from the Cypriot group or whatever?
What if it was like, let's assume that it was a right-wing university for the sake of right and left. I'm not really that bothered.
Yeah, but right-wing people wouldn't believe that.
But let's say you were said, right, you can go to a normal university as a deaf or blind person where you might struggle a little bit. The lessons aren't catered for you specifically. You're going to struggle to get audio rates. However, you go to this deaf and blind one. Let's assume they've got rid of all the silly gender politics or anything left wing. Right. But this university has all the equipment you need. You can learn at the same level as other universities, but they have either things in Braille or they've got audio descriptive stuff. Would that
which
not
you
be...
won't face in the real world?
Yeah, but maybe for your learning potential, maybe this might be would you not think that would be a good handle for them?
No. I think people should be forced to be in the mainstream.
Right.
And
do you feel like the mainstream?
I'm not 100% sure of that. What do you think? Did you just hear what Adam Coumas has just asked? Not you. Okay. Say that again. Can you all pay attention to this one? I think you phrased it in an intelligent way, but repeat it anyway.
No, I'm just like if you remove politics from it, do you not think it's wise to have, or do you not think it's
separate
schools, or desirable at least for the disabled person, the person without sight or without hearing, to be able to go to an institution where they've catered for them to allow them to retain that information the best way possible?
Right. And I would say no. Because we've got to get on with people.
But let's say we take that to we take your argument to the extreme, right?
Right.
So let's say somebody's in a wheelchair, they've lost ability of their legs. Do we say you don't get ramps, climb the stairs with your arms?
Right.
Because just integrate. Like, do we have or we don't have elevators anymore? Like, where do we draw the line? Do we give them ramps but like nothing else? Because I would say, why are we building a ramp for you?
Yeah.
But then that just seems crazy.
Yeah, we should build ramps.
Right, but why? Shouldn't they just integrate? Do you know when you go on, when you cross the road,
right,
the traffic lights, have you ever noticed and you sit down, not when your feet are on the little tiles, you notice that they're raised.
Right.
Like the little circles, they're bumpy.
That's the Japanese people that did that.
No, but we've got it over here, haven't we?
Yeah.
Do you know why we have that?
Why?
It's for the partially sighted or the blind people.
Yeah, they hit the bump. They got little bumps going this way
so you can feel it under your feet.
This way, going this
and
way,
also, when you cross, there's the noise that allows you to let you go. I don't know if you notice, not every traffic light has the noise when you cross.
Yeah.
But underneath the box, when you cross away,
beep.
not even. But when it doesn't beep, there's actually the ones that are silent.
A vibration.
There's a little knob underneath which turns when it's time to cross.
Yeah.
So that's.
I'm not against that.
But that's why don't we force them to just take a chance every time?
Yeah, but let's see what people say. Let's see what people say. The problem is, maybe I should, okay, like problem mentioned, Joe, damaged nerves. Make America Great Britain again. I don't think people are answering. They're not answering this question. Maybe it's not that interesting to you guys. It's not that interesting. I don't think they find it interesting.
I think we peaked with the planets, didn't we?
Yeah, but people are saying, no, the planets, don't talk the planets, don't talk the planets.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means.
Kinsey, build a wall. From the disabled or from who, Kinsey?
Yeah. From who? Kinsey is married to Chris King.
Avocado Man, this town needs an enema. Wow. Okay.
Okay. Who is Tim Timoney? I haven't seen him before. We should not slow anyone down, whatever their learning capacity. Yeah, slow them down, or maybe we should just say, this is the world you're in. You want a job.
Leanne is saying, we did answer. Read better, Lewis.
Okay, where did Leanne say? Where did you say that? Okay, I agree with Adam. I think some people need help, and if we help them, they will achieve more.
Agreed, yeah.
Okay, who else says that?
Tim as well, with plenty of educational establishment that cater for all corners.
Okay.
And then Avocado Man, the most nuanced, says, this town needs an enema, which I think sort of balances nicely with the other more lucid points.
I don't know if he's talking about that.
No, I'm going to say that he is. Who is Brian Simpson? I think is he a comedian?
No, that was me. That's me. That was my original name.
No.
Brian Simpson, yes.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was my original name. I was answering the disabled question from earlier. I had to think about it. That's all. Okay. That's what Joe says. Oh my God, are we far? Oh my God, we're so far ahead. Hold on a second. Don't go anywhere.
You say 5 subs left.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit 1,000.
Oh.
If that's true.
Do you know what? Let me. I don't know if I'm
true.
subscribed. Let me subscribe. Do you know
Oh
what?
my God, I'm 5 away.
I'm
6, 7, 8.
You know what?
Oh my
Let's
God, I'm
see.
5 away.
I'm
6, 7,
now.
8.
We'll
That's
see.
really great. I'm 5 away. 8 million people claim universal credit. That's too generous. 8 million people claim universal credit. That's quite amazing. 8 million
gonna find
people
you
claim
on,
universal credit. That's quite amazing.
I'm gonna find because it's free. 996.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna do 996. I'm gonna do it now.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna do 996. I've just subscribed, so now that should stay 997, provided no one else is unsubscribed.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I took away the echo thing.
There's an
I'm gonna unsubscribe so I can be the 1,000th.
Yeah, but Keith, the only thing is, other people are going to be doing that as well. So
Yeah. 997. That's so close.
and when you get to 1,000, oh no, is it you need to get, is it 1,000 or 4,000 subscribers so you can monetize?
4,000 hours. It's
4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers.
I have the hours.
I think I like the
John Van
confidence there.
Dam. Yeah. Adam, get some mates to subscribe if you can.
Lewis, have you subscribed?
You know what it is? It's like Kinsey says I should do something to get people to subscribe, and I don't think like. Don't I look great? Do I look good? Or do I look thin? Or do I look fat?
Well, you're very close to me at the moment, so you are quite
Large,
quite big. But in your defense, when I get further away from you, you would get skinnier. Yeah.
That's true for everybody, Adam. Everybody.
Not for the blind. Okay.
At 1,000,
get-
I get 1,000. I get £3 per 1,000 views.
It's $3. So
$3.
It's about £1.50.
Pound. Well, no. It's like £1.20. It's about £2.25.
Do you reckon? $2.50?
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
$2.20.
But let's say I get like in a regular stream. Let's say in a month. Let's say I get 500 in just a regular.
That's like 4 meal deals.
Yeah, we can go get a wrap. If I get 500 a day, that's 15,000 a month. 30 times 500.
Yeah.
Which is 15,000 at $3.
Yeah.
Per 1,000. That's 45.
That's almost good maths there, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Almost
think I
very
just did that.
Yeah, it was almost very good. Do you know what? I'm going to go and say I can't remember who said it. But somebody said you're 1% industrious. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think that you are 1%. I think you're at least 5% because
Only
coming on here
5%.
every day and talking for 2 hours to your fans, to your cults, to your
Yeah.
believers, that requires a lot of work.
Can I just say this? Do you think they're my believers?
100%.
I don't think they're
I
my
think
believers.
a good 40% of the people in the chat would die for you. So it's quite scary. Yes.
I don't think so.
Like, I think if you said,
I don't
come,
think
like,
so.
meet me in a field, there's going to be some punch, wear a weird top hat, we're all going to drink it together and just see what happens. We're going to ascend to the new planetary system.
planet.
I think 40% of this chat would immediately go, yeah, give me the time and place.
40%.
Yeah.
So right now we're 32. So what is 40%? 40% would be half of that would be 16. So you're saying I could get 10 people to kill themselves?
Yes, and I think, and I don't want to be bold and say this, I think they'd enjoy doing it as well. If it was for you.
Are we? Is the echo on? Let me just make sure the echo isn't on. I don't know why the echo would be on. I don't think so. I think that they're. First of all, do you think I want someone who would be that way?
Absolutely.
You
If
think I
it
would?
meant you had a bit of power over them, for sure. Lewis is not our cult leader, he's our emperor. See, exactly.
Yeah. I think they're not laughing at me.
No. I'm not saying they're laughing at you, laughing with you, for sure.
But when you're a cult leader, you can't have people like risking laughing at me.
That's true. You have to get them into place.
I'm not laughing at them either. I take them seriously, but I laugh at what they say a lot of times.
There's a good suggestion here.
What is?
From what an eye is. Start a cooking show, how to eat meat without cooking. I'm surprised. Have you done any eating on the show or showing people what you're eating?
I sometimes bring a piece of cheese on there. No.
Piece of
no.
cheese?
They could,
Come
they
on.
could go on the whatchamacallit on
Twitter.
On Twitter. Whoops. They could
Yeah,
go on
but
Twitter.
would you guys be interested in seeing Lewis create bits, taking raw meat out of a packet and stuffing it into his gob?
No.
Actually, no, that starts going onto the territory of OnlyFans, doesn't it? That's when it starts getting iffy.
That's a good question. It's really a good question. So in the last 10 minutes, we got to figure out what is it that you want to talk about. You grew up in a multicultural home.
No, I grew up in a
Englishy home. Was it English?
It was all British values. I've grown up in multicultural areas.
Was your mother, did she have British values?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah. Why do you think I'm on GB News?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be on GB News if I was like anti. No, I'm pro-British all the way. I grew up in very multicultural areas though.
Yeah.
Growing up in Croydon.
Right. Very multicultural.
Very different to, let's say, Kent.
Yes.
I'm only conscious. I know we've still got like a few minutes left. But I'm just conscious of when I need to leave because I've got to go to this paid opportunity, this paid gig.
Right. But you're making it sound these people don't know how much money you're being paid.
Thousands. It's actually an embarrassing.
You don't know. You're gonna have to tell them. So don't even like go up for that.
Thousands of pounds. Or not as much as Lewis was getting paid on his the GB News on headliners.
Yeah. Or this thing.
Bankrupted
This thing. I'm going to be paid £3.
No, that's only when you get to 1,000.
What it means is every single show that I do, I get about 300 people watching, 400 people watching.
Are your producers subscribed to you?
Are you subscribed?
No.
Why aren't you subscribed?
That would be it. If both
Can't
your
afford the £3.
It's not free. Not
no,
that.
you don't have to pay anything.
Subscribing
It's just
is
to subscribe on YouTube.
Oh.
That might get you to 1,000 if both your producers, both of them,
Then I
sign.
get recommended your stuff, so.
And that would be bad.
That's it. You just need
This is
both your sons to
I
subscribe.
mean, it's really tragic. Really, it's just not totally not. If you
This
could,
is what
You're
you get
free
for
away.
being rude to me.
Ah, yeah.
how rude am I to
You
you?
have created this situation.
You've got
How
two.
rude?
But I feel like I can say these things. With 30 people watching, I'm just like,
And you don't even care. You don't even care.
So good.
So basically, let's say 500 people watch my show on a daily basis.
Mm.
That would be $1.50 a day
Yeah.
times 30 days. Hold on, 30 days would be 45 pounds a day.
Yeah. Jules is laughing, saying, "Hi, the producer isn't subscribed," crying. Both of them are not.
Yeah, they're not. They're not maybe. Do you think Carnegie is?
no.
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 Not. I know. But that's rebellious, though. You don't actually want producers who are going to subscribe to you. That's lame.
Okay, so we'll say goodbye to everybody. I'll read everybody goodbye.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'll let you go. Kinsey, goodbye. Stop writing because I'm not going to read any of this stuff. Probably Keith Bexley, Russ, good to see you. Ruben, Joe, Avril, love that name, Avril. Lorna. Let's see who else. Other names: Kinsey, big fan of Kinsey and Chris, and Mark, and Ruben, Tim. Chim
Chiru, yeah.
Chim Chiru, Joodles, okay, Joodles, and Joodles is saying she's not on the queue for Lewis Schaffer. I don't know if you know what that means. I know what that means.
Yeah,
I think I know what that means. We've got Joe and John Van Dam and Avocado Man and Leanne and Mark. So we got all the people here. It's just so great. Let's go to the front. People, maybe they dropped out, so maybe make sure I say hello. Leanne, Ruben, Lud, Alex, just all these people who I'm a big fan. I hope maybe I might be saying I'm too nice to them. Do you think by being here relentlessly?
I just think maybe like there's a bit of if there's too much, it's like a devalued currency. If you put too much of it into the market, it becomes less valuable inherently, right?
Not necessarily. Maybe this is the way you build. Producer, could you take our picture, please? Would you do that for us?
Finish the screen first.
No, you take a picture of us. We're right here.
Oh,
we're right here.
Said maybe after the stream.
Oh, after the stream.
Just end the screen.
How do we do this thing?
The stream's still on.
Yeah. You might have to wipe this off. And
Just give me the fucking.
Would you stop it? Stop the cursing. He's
Okay, smile.
look. Wait. Maybe go back.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Can
very
you
much.
go back? Did you get this thing in? And maybe
No, it's fine. It's fine.
it's fine. It's fine. Okay, well there we go. I thought this was really good fun.
The last comments from people. I think they're still talking.
Okay, so they're still talking. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the end stream thing, which means they can't hear us say goodbye. I'm going to thank Adam Coumas because it was really great fun for me. I feel like I'm cheating more than normal because normally I'm just reading the thing. This is like less work.
Well, thank you. This was very fun. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for having me.
We will have you back, of course.
That's very nice.
Of course. Kerry, thank you for coming in. But Alan Williams, thank you. The whole thing was just good fun. Any suggestions for the future?
You're doing one thing right, which is working and doing it every day. So I think that's good. You've got your you've got your targets to work towards, getting to 1,000.
Yeah, I'm really scared now.
So maybe monetize that when you get to 1,000.
Yeah,
and share your progress. I think a lot of people here are invested in you.
Yes.
And invested in what you're doing. So I think that's the best place to be.
I mean, it's a bit scary. We're so close to this.
You've got three left. Three away from 1,000. Three left.
Okay.
So just keep
not
going.
3 left. That's so scary.
So who knows? If
That's
not
really
today,
scary.
certainly by tomorrow. I think maybe you could get potentially 3 more.
And then I have to actually do something. I got to apply for something. And
You've got to apply for something. Yeah.
I mean, this wasn't too dirty as a show.
No. It's all above board.
Right.
I thought it was good.
Expensive shoes?
Probably relative to $3.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Multiple $3.
Well, I go to charity shops and I buy my shoes in that.
I would believe you, having
Yeah.
seen your shoes.
Is that how you learned how to tie a shoe?
What, with my hands?
Well, where you you make 2 knots like this and then wrap the knots around.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're still on Velcro, Lewis, but
Yeah.
one day you'll graduate to laces.
I remember when there was no Velcro shoes, and I actually filed a patent application.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's the reason why you're in this palace now.
I mean, my father didn't tell me that Adidas or Puma Sportscraft, the Puma brand,
I know Puma, yeah.
that they had already patented it in
About
America.
Velcro.
For Velcro, yeah.
Oh, no.
I was there. I was there.
That's how old you are. You were around before Velcro.
That's pretty old.
That is pretty old.
Yeah.
Or my granddad was around when they patented zips.
Zip. I mean, like zippers.
Yeah, the zip.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't. I just made that up. I don't know why.
Well, when was that patented? We'll have to check that out. Okay. We're saying goodbye. Great show. Thank you,
Thank you
Adam
for
Coumas.
having me.
Thank you, producer, from my heart. Thank you, everybody else in this world, for listening to me. We'll see you tomorrow, I think.
See you tomorrow.
Who else should we have on the show as a guest?
Get Cresta on.
I'd like to get Crescent on.
She'd love it.
Yeah. I'll ask Crescent if she can come in.
Mm.
Should she come in or should we do... Isn't it better that we're here as opposed to a split screen?
I think this is good. This is good. I mean, if Cressida can't come in and she can do a split screen only, maybe that's good as well.
Yeah, of course she can do a split screen.
Yeah. You know.
Yes. Well, maybe if I can. Donna Aylesbury, nice for coming a bit late, but thank you very much, Donna and Tim. There you go.